by Sprite.
It is indeed one of the great nights of the NBA season. Welcome to the All-Star Game on 2K Sports. Along with Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. Tonight, we'll see the East All-Stars playing against the West All-Stars. And even though today won't count in the standings, still such an exciting day in the NBA, and both teams are up for this one. Hey, Shaq, you were born and raised in Newark, New Jersey, correct?
Yes, the bricks.
2K Sports bringing you all of the NBA's top flight talent. That's right, this year's All-Star Game. Clark Kellogg is here. Alongside him, Steve Kerr. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us. And so here are the West All-Stars. Now a look at the West All-Stars starting lineup. They've got Howard. Griffin is out there with Durant. Then it's Chris Paul. And it's Bryant in at the 2 spot. And here are the East All-Stars now.
Well, I guess you'd call this weekend maybe the greatest pickup game on earth. Does that make sense, Clark?
It sure does, and I agree with you. I mean, there's no doubt it tops the list, partner.
Durant kicks to Bryant. He feeds it to Griffin. Pass to Paul. Kobe with a screen on Wade. Paul dishes to Griffin. 6 on the shot clock. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line.
Could be the first of many mid-range jump shots we see from him today.
Outside, Wall. Wall draws the double. Here's James. That's good. And so Wall with the assist.
Well, you can't expect lockdown D in the All-Star game, especially in the first half.
Ball against Wall. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
The mid-range jumper becomes a pretty high percentage shot for him when he has that kind of space.
And so the first quarter. And we welcome you back to the NBA All-Star Game as we get set to begin the second quarter.
And Kevin, both teams percolating now.
Yeah, those early game jitters out of the way, Clark. Both teams settling into a groove. Not too surprising to have so few fouls here.
Yeah, you know what? I think part of it is the officiating, Steve. They get a little more leeway from the officials to the players, but some credit has to go to the players as well. I mean, no need to be overly aggressive in this kind of game format.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And the West All-Stars looking at who they've got. They've got Kobe. Durant is out there with Anthony Davis. Then there's Howard. And it's Paul in at the point guard.
Well, one thing we're noticing here tonight, both teams pretty much taking care of the ball, which is impressive in a game like this.
It really is, Steve. I mean, typically in a game like this, the players and teams can be a little loose, but that hasn't been the case so far.
Here is Durant after the made shot from Carmelo Anthony. That is good.
Well, you know, he's obviously a very popular player, but look at the numbers for his team that he's put up this year. Just outstanding.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more, Steve. He's been making it happen, clearly focused, and I know he's looking to continue that effort for the second half of the season as well.
Good on the 13-footer.
You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team.
Durant in the corner. 1 second left. That's in, coming off an assist by Kobe. Return to the NBA All-Star Game. One half is in the books, and the second half about to begin.
Yeah, and Kevin, often the second half is where you see that intensity turned up a bit.
Well, yeah, the first half maybe a little more loose, and then the second half is where it can get more competitive once the game is on the line.
All out there with Dwayne Wade. And it's LeBron James. Then there's Paul Millsap, and it's Jefferson in at the 5 down low. So that's who Tom Thibodeau starts the second half with. They can go 2 for 1.
Yeah, they need to play it smart. Make sure you get a good shot first, and then maybe a second possession.
good on that shot, and with that, the West All-Stars lead is cut down to 2 points now on the basket from Wade. Howard, the pass to Kobe. This one for 3. That's good. Kobe's got 7.
And not a whole lot of defensive resistance.
Well, if you like defense, don't watch this game.
And Wall kicks to Jefferson. Wade on the wing from 18 feet away. The West All-Stars pull it in. Oh, and here we go. Kobe's got another fast break chance. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. That's 10 points for Kobe Bryant.
You know, the first thought from the defense there was to protect the rim, so that's why he was open for that transition 3.
And that's going to do. Welcome, everyone, back to our coverage of the NBA All-Star Game. A great night of basketball here on 2K Sports.
And the fans definitely getting top value for their money.
Yeah, always some great highlight reel plays with this all-star caliber talent.
And the West All-Stars looking at who they've got. They've got Duncan. Brian is out there with Paul. Then there's Howard. And it's Griffin in at the 4 spot. Lowry kicks to George. The jumper from the free throw line is good. And so here are the West All-Stars. Here's Duncan. And poor shot selection there. Not a high percentage look for him. Here's Smith. Here's Wade. Banked in off the glass.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
And they go to the intentional foul. And the East All-Stars with some changes. Millsap comes in for Smith. And John Wall subbed in for Kyle Lowry. And they go to the intentional foul. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he does get the second one. And that makes it a 7-point lead. 26 seconds left to play here in the 4th. It's Wall with the drive. It's in! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Risky shot there. Size-wise, I mean, he easily comes out on the short end of the stick, so to speak.
With the nice high release, he had no problem getting it off and knocking it down.
He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Good work at the line to stretch that lead out a little bit.
Guys, a comeback probably not in the cards at this point.
Yeah, unless something dramatic and drastic occurs.
Yeah, something crazy would have to happen. I think you can pretty much put a bow on this one. Boy, just a brain cramp, guys. I mean, that should have been the simplest of exchanges.
There's 14 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Paul outside. From deep. It's good.
They are killing them with that 3-point shot here in the second half.
Well, the defense